I'm redoing the back end of this video. It's now August the 24th today. Showing you a dog here that I cannot explain to you why I've got this dog. I had a chance to buy him real cheap, and I bought him more or less to get him out of the fix he was in. He was 2/3 starved to death, and this is a dog that came out of Ohio. He's used for fighting. His name is Lucifer. Among the fighting dog fraternity, this dog's name is known far and wide. By the story, they turned this dog off the chain 14 times and never found anything to stop him, including some pretty good pit bulls. The curious part is this dog is so good-humored otherwise. He's a good-humored dog with people. He has no harm in him for people. He don't want to hurt females. He don't want to hurt puppies. He let 5, 6 months old puppies crawl all over him. Norman, go down there to him, will you, son? He's just a good-humored fella. Turn him around, Norm. Turn him away from me. That's a boy. A powerfully built dog. Very thick and strong through the head and neck, front shoulders. Just a good-humored dog. This is a painter-bred dog. Terminator, son. And I just thought I'd show him to you as a matter of interest. I don't know what in the world I'm going to do with him. I don't need him. He's got a heart like a basketball in him, but he's not the type of dog that I breed for. The battler, so to speak. Might interest you to know something. A couple of months ago, this dog, although he don't usually start fights, he's got loose before and walked around to the dog pen and walked past Country Boy and didn't start anything. But that night, it was a very hot night, and I heard dogs barking and barking, and they bark every time a coon passes the gate, so I didn't do anything about it. About 45 minutes I got up to go and see, and this dog and that buckskin pup that you were looking at, the last dog we looked at, had got into it. They were both so hot that their tongue had the mouth swell full and they couldn't even hold a bite. Buck had some pretty good puncture wounds in his shoulder and on his upper leg. Lucifer was trying to blow his shoulder, but he hadn't got it done. And Lucifer's face looked like chopped hamburger where Buck had been trying to bite him off of that. Neither one of them could hold a hold. They were too hot, and the tongue had the mouth too full. I started to drag Lucifer away, and Buck hopped him again, and I had to prise him off of him another time. But I ain't through with him yet. I was absolutely amazed that buckskin puppy had the nerve to stand in there and pitch with a dog of this caliber for 45 minutes. I couldn't believe it. This dog, yes, but that puppy really surprised me. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you Lucifer as a matter of interest. He weighs in his low 80s now. Finally got him fattened up. I thought he deserved to be fat once in his life. And I don't know what I'll do with him. I got him. This pup is a year, or just a little better. And he's the son of old Basil and a bitch called Dixie Belle, who was Chango's belly sister. Dixie Belle went to Hong Kong, but she was a little sister to Chango out of old Crazy Belle. So, and this pup was by Basil, so he is part painter and part Scotch, so to say. He was sort of the run of the litter when he was little, though he didn't remain that way, and he got left one side, and we just sort of kept him around, got fond of him, and something happened to him the other day. He was in a pen between the shop and the road up there, and he got out and got in the road, and my next door neighbor, with whom I don't get along all that well anyhow, turned a big boxer, bigger than this dog, loose on him, 3-year-old boxer, to beat up my puppy. Well, it didn't work out this way. The puppy thrashed the living daylights out of the boxer, and the guy called me and says, "Oh, come get your dog. He's killing my dog in the road, blah, blah." So I went and I got my dog. Go down there to him, Norman, let him come to you. The puppy. Now, the puppy had never done anything, never barked at anybody, never been told to do anything to anybody. And the day after that, he was going around with his tail up in the air, and he was so proud of himself and so full of himself, and he had decided that he was a man. Every time now that I ride by here with somebody in the back of the pickup, he goes out and hits the end of the chain and threatens them with bloody murder, and I've had people get out and try to harass him and make him back up, and he won't back up. This dog is now ready to take somebody on. This dog could be start right now for protection dog training. He's a good-humored dog, as you can see, with his own people. It just hasn't filled out yet. Yearling, mid-70s now. But the dog's for sale, and in the right place would make a very fine protection dog for somebody. Oh, Miss Stacy, you are my girl. Oh, Miss Stacy. Going out there by her, Norm. Now this is Snowbird's daughter, Sassy. I neglected to show her to you when I was showing the females. She's, when I told you that Snowbird had been bred once to that dog that helped her catch the first hog, and the one that caught the bad hog that had the gun and so forth, that dog is dead, incidentally. He caught one hog too many, but he was the father of Sassy with Snowbird. And Sassy was a catch dog herself. She was a working hog dog as well. And I bought her and bred her. She had an excellent litter of puppies. Let me think. April the 18th, she had a fine litter of puppies with Country Boy. Just really first-rate puppies. I'd have to say it was almost as good as Snowbird's puppies, if not as good. And they were sold out and went far and wide, and people are very happy with them. Bitch weighs in her high 60s. She's thick. Small, but she's thick, and was really quite a good catch dog. Highly intelligent dog, and very outgoing, as you can see, to her people. I can speak to her and she'll bark and try to talk and answer me. Snowbird's daughter, Sassy. She'll soon be rebred to Country Boy when she comes back in. She's past due to come in already. Here's Miss Janie Reb again. This is a new pickup. She doesn't know it and she wants to bite it and attack it. She had her litter of puppies. I'm going to show you one of them, or a couple of them, presently in the puppies. This is the same Janie Reb who was fighting Big Bill up with the fence. It's me, Janie. She don't care. She don't know this pickup. Another female I want to show you, called Dinky Doo. She is another decently bred Scott-bred bitch, and she was a working hog dog. Over here at the pens today because she was bred to Country Boy this morning. Here's his Hines in the next pen. He was bred to her this morning. She produced a litter with Country Boy that were excellent puppies that were born the 31st of March. Still a couple of them here. Really excellent puppies that they threw. How about Dinky? Difficult to get a good picture. I've got Norman keeping puppies out of the way. There's a bunch of them over in the road. But she's a short-backed, chunky, good hindquarters. Just a well-built little bitch. And as I say, she had some excellent puppies. Move around a little, Norm. Maybe she'll walk, trying to follow you. People can get a halfway look at her. Pretty well built little bitch, and as I say, she did real good with Country Boy. That's Dinky Doo. She'll be having puppies 2 months from now. Okay, this is Vicky. Vicky is a Williamson bred bitch. She was, her mother was an old bitch I had called China Doll, who's dead now. An old man fighter. She was a Williamson bred bitch and a daughter of Popeye the Sailor. Now, Popeye the Sailor was the son of Williamson's Big Joe. Williamson didn't actually breed Big Joe. He came from Bailey's, son of Bailey's Gigantic Jim. This all runs back into good Scott breeding, which is more to Scott's credit than it was to Williamson's. If anybody tells you they got Williamson dogs that are hog dogs, however, they took them someplace else to get them to be, because that end of Alabama is not full of wild hogs. And this is one of the better Williamson dogs that I've had. Norman, go over there to her, will you, so she'll get where somebody can see her. This is one of the better Williamson dogs that I had. I had sold this bitch to a man as a puppy, and I wound up with her back because he got where he couldn't keep her. And she came back to me along with another dog when he couldn't keep him any longer. The other dog has since gone to Hong Kong. But Vicky's a pretty decently built dog, and she has a fair amount of aggression. More aggressive to dogs and strangers and so forth. Of course, she's not with Norman, but not a bad sort, really. We'll keep her around and breed her one time and see what we get from her and Country Boy. That's Vicky Von Sanctuary. 2.5 years old. Move around a little bit, Norm. Okay, Norm. Got out and got a little closer where you could see better. It didn't look like it was in too good focus. Not a bad sort. Turn around, Norm, with her. Do they all want to crawl in Norman's lap? These dogs are really quite loving to their own people. Tend to be hard on strangers, but they're good with their own people. Very good. This matron, this is Snowbird, and she is rebred to Country Boy, and she's going to have her pups about the 5th of next month. Hello, Snowbird. Hello, Snowbird. You are my darling. Yes, you are. About the 5th of next month, we'll have some more Snowbird Country Boy puppies. Anything like as good as the first bunch, they'll be great. We're already starting to get reservations on these puppies. This dog is known to have the bulldog people in the country. So is Country Boy, for that matter. Matter of interest here, remember little Sugar Lump, the little athletic bitch that's small but quick-footed? Well, this is what her and Country Boy got a year ago. This is Daisy May. Daisy May will hit 80 pounds right now at a year. And she's not disposed to take any nonsense off of strangers. Sugar Lump and Country Boy. The old man does put his trademark of head and bone and structure. She's not going to turn her rear to us, but I think you can tell a little from here what kind of musculature she's got in the rear. But get a little better look. She'll be glad to see you. This is a muscular sort of dog. Good chest and bone. I'm rather proud of this bitch and the Country Boy getting her. She had 2 brothers in her litter. There was only 3 puppies that survived, and both brothers are, by all accounts, excellent dogs as well. One's in Alaska and the other's in Houston. Contrast, as it happens, this is another Sugar Lump daughter, but she's my old shadow dancer. Old hog dog that I sent sold down to country because he simply did not have people aggression. This bitch eventually got people aggressive, but she had to get better than 2 years old before she did it. She is not highly people aggressive now. But Red Ear had a beautiful litter of puppies, and they were sold en masse to a man in Mexico who liked them so well he bought the whole litter and carried them to Mexico to use them for breeding stock and working stock. And really, by all accounts, they turned out very well. And she earned her keep forever from me because she turned around and raised 2 litters after that. After she weaned her own litter, she mothered 2 more litters for me where bitches got bad milk. Saved me more thousands of dollars. She could never use up the credit that she's got with me. She's a sweet dog and a nice dog, and as I say, she's had good puppies, but here is the difference between Shadow Dancer as a stud and on the same bitch, on the same bitch, Sugar Lump, having Country Boy as a father. Really, you got to say, there is quite a difference. The old man does stamp his trademark, as I said. Okay.